Hey guys, do you remember this from yesterday? When we started with the 1 in the ones place, we said if it moved to the tens place, then it got 10 times greater. 1 10 times is 10. Then I removed these ones and I replaced it with a 10. And we said that 10 times 10 would equal 100. We knew to go up to the next place, from the tens place to the hundreds place, it would get 10 times greater. But what if I didn't replace it with a 10? What if I left these ones and I wanted those ones to each get 10 times greater? What do you think would happen? So I didn't have enough purple counters to count out 100, but I did just draw them as dots. If this group of 10 got 10 times bigger, it would still equal 100, right? We know that this right here, these 10 ones, is equal to 110. So the same thing would happen. Whether I replaced it or not, it would get 10 times greater. But I want you to look at a different relationship today. I want you to think about the 1 in the ones place up here. If I were to just skip over this part and my 1 in the ones place goes straight to my 1 in the hundreds place, how many times greater did my 1 get? Well, a 1 in the ones place, here's a 1 in the hundreds place. This 100 is 100 times greater than the single one. The single one here is right now 100 times. So I know that 1 times 10 equals 10, but I also know that 1 times 100 equals 100. Notice how that 1 skipped over 2 places. So if I have a place value chart, I'll do 10,000 place, thousands, 100, 10, and ones. So if I have a 1 in the ones place, I know if I multiply that 1 times 10, it'll become 10. And if I multiply it again times 10, it will become 100. But I know that times 10 times 10 is the same thing as if I took a 1 and I multiplied it by 100. 1 times 10 times 10 is the same as doing 1 times 100. It moved over 2 places. Now notice there's 2 zeros in the number 100. You know, I know that any number times 1 is itself. So 10 one time is 10, or 100 one times is 100. So I also know that 1 times 1,000 would be 1,000. And I'm thinking here, if I took one more jump, 1 more times 10, I know my number would become 1,000. But I know that 1 times 1,000 is 1,000. So I'm thinking that times 10 times 10 times 10 is also the same thing as 1 times 1,000. Notice I have 3 zeros here, and my 1, starting from the ones place, jumped times 10 times 10 times 10. It jumped 3 times. Interesting. Are you catching on to the pattern? I hope so. So now I know that if I have a number and I multiply it by 100, my number is going to jump 2 places to the left, because 100 is the same thing as times 10 times 10. So 5 in the ones place is going to become a 5 in the hundreds place. A 65 times 100, it's going to get 100 times bigger, so it's going to jump to the left twice. So this 6 in the tens place, it's going to jump to the hundreds place, to the thousands place. This 5 in the ones place will jump to the tens place, to the hundreds place. And I'll put 2 zeros there. I'm seeing that pattern again. 5 times 100, 2 zeros, 2 zeros. 5 times 1 is 5, 0, 0. 65 times 1 is 65, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's a really interesting pattern. Now, as you guys are continuing to do your work today, you'll probably see this pattern come up. So make sure you really take your time and think about what's actually happening when I multiply a number by 100. All right, guys, talk to you later.